All right, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, August 8th, 2021. I am Almaceres, and we are finishing up Rise of the Tomb Raider on Extreme Survivor difficulty. We actually finished the game proper, got to the credits yesterday. Um, just trying to see. Yeah, we're 85% complete. We were working on getting the documents for Baba Yaga. Sessions. Let me switch over to. Sorry. So yeah, we're 85% complete. Uh, Trying to get the documents for Baba Yaga. And just to show you, can I do it from here? Trophies. Let's see. That's all the stuff I haven't gotten. Good lord, there's a lot of trophies. There's a lot of trophies for like the expeditions and stuff, which I will not be bothering with. A lot of trophies for that. Come on. Get to the trophies I do have. Thank you. Well, not finished the game on any difficulty. Yeah. I finished the game on Survivor. Is there not one for Extreme Survivor? Surely there is. No, I guess not. Okay, well, at any rate, that's what we did. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. We did it in what, 16 hours of gameplay. So, oddly enough, I had more problems with platforming than I did with combat. So that's what you'd have thought. Oh, you're going to die in combat all the time because that's what's really hard. No, it was the nerve wracking knowledge that if you screwed up a platforming section, you were going to go back 45 minutes. That actually got me more than anything. I think I might have died a half a dozen times in combat, and probably twice that many times stupid platforming mistakes. So, thank you everybody for being here. We're going to do some cleanup today, find all the documents, all the challenges. I think there's a side mission we haven't done. Shouldn't take, I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 hours of cleanup, and then we will move on to Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the last game thus far in the new Tomb Raider reboot. I'm hoping there's another. I love these games. I've been a Tomb Raider fan from the beginning. I bought the first game on, I guess it was the original PlayStation, and enjoyed it immensely. But didn't finish it because, yeah, I mean, it was super hard. This was long before there were, the internet existed. You couldn't go find, a guide or, look up a YouTube video on where something was. You basically, either you found it or you hoped one of your buddies found it, like somebody else who's playing that maybe they could tell you, oh yeah, that's over here. But there was no definitive source to go to. I don't even think there was a game guide when the original Tomb Raider came out. I think that was still a thing to occur in the future. So, I never finished the first... Well, let me rephrase that. I never finished the first game when I first bought it. Now, I went back and... through the help of the internet walkthrough, went back and played the first game. I think I've played through all of the games except for Angel of Darkness because it was just so broken. It was more frustration than enjoyment. And really liked them. Really liked Laura as a character. Really enjoyed, the whole archaeological, historical connections. The puzzles were amazing. But pardon me while I try to concentrate on this. I screwed it up the last time. Oh no! Oh, barely. I almost didn't time that one. Okay. Go ahead, Lauren. Climb up. Thank you. So this is the document we've been trying to get.
I speak to myself, if only to hear another voice. It fills the space and the hours. But I have nothing to say. When the quiet overwhelms me, I try to sleep. I dream of what I've lost. I hope they died well. I hope that my dreams are only lies.
So I think I discussed this. Was it was on this? I think it was on this playthrough, this game. I did not realize that the document locations are not specific. How do I explain that? It doesn't matter which document you pick up next on a certain narrative path. So, like if it's about Baba Yaga, or say it's the Mongol person, or maybe it's the guy who was sending out secrets from Trinity, or guy who was basically a serial killer within Trinity. It doesn't matter which one you pick up. The next one in the series is going to play regardless of the location of that document, which makes sense because otherwise, like if you're trying to tell a story through these documents and you don't want it spoiled, like, there's going to be some twist in the story at the end, then you really don't want to be concerned about, oh, well, somebody missed the first 7 documents of this one, but they got the one with the twist. So it literally does not matter. Do I have a way to get down from here without killing myself? Because killing myself is not an option. So it doesn't matter what order you pick them up in, they will always play the next relevant section. Which I thought was interesting. I guess I can drop down from here. Okay. Now I want to get up to that one. I think to get up to that one, I have to go actually after this one first. Is it this one? I think that's right. So let's go across here. And the reason I bring that up is because we actually got a document in this area at the end of yesterday's stream. And it was the same one we just heard. But it wasn't that document we picked up. But it was the next Baba Yaga document we picked up, and so that's what played. And I have zero issue with them. I mean, like I said, it allows them to maintain their narrative. Where am I going? Through the document. Through the document storytelling. Okay, hang on. I don't think I can get to the next level. Okay. Meandering around. Let's... You're way down there. Okay, let's get that. Yeah, I was thinking this was a lot higher up. Ow. That's right. The one sitting right here. Got it.
There was a revolt, a bomb. The native people, the enemies of my enemies, rose up, striking out as we had always dreamed. Ivan and our daughter might have known freedom, but instead they are dead. Killed by the only people that might have saved us. The Soviet cowards with me in the Vale say there is nothing left, that we must await rescue. They say they will protect me, but they jump at the dark, and supplies run low. There will be no rescue. I will live, and my captors will not. Survival is the only truth in this world. They are a superstitious lot. I slip the pollen into their rations, and when they are reduced to weeping husks, I will show them a new face, something they have feared since childhood. Baba Yaga, grandmother serpent, witch. They will die screaming in terror. They deserve so much worse. If I cannot live free, then I will survive alone, in the shadows, until death reunites me with Ivan and our child.
Okay, so we got that one. See, this one is... So, I assume that means it's on the same level. It's essentially the same. So... let's go get it. Maybe? Bear with me a second. Oh, Laura. Actually, where we headed? All right. Wow, got turned around and lost that quickly. Good. I'm still collecting resources and ammo. Well, collecting ammo because we still run into fights occasionally. There are still Trinity soldiers about. And I'm collecting resources because part of the 100% run is upgrading everything. And to upgrade things, I need resources. Makes sense, right? Alright. That's what I thought it was. Okay. With you. We still have skills to get. So... hopefully... the XP we get from these, picking up these relics and documents during the cleanup will be enough to get us the experience points we need for the other skills.
It is my great honor to have been given the responsibility of overseeing the construction of a shrine to the Apostles out in the far Vale. The site is on the very borders of our newly founded city, through a distant canyon. The natural waterfalls and geothermal springs grant us an amazing opportunity to use our combined knowledge to create a place of solemn worship and reflection that glorifies not only the memory of the Apostles, but also our own recent advances in construction. Already we have outpaced the empire we left behind. We will arrive in the morning and break ground on a shrine to honor our past and the future of our city.
And there's a document. Where's the next one? Right over here? Yeah. It's up there. Yeah, okay. So we're almost done with this. Or with this section. As I discussed yesterday... Hold on. I won't talk over the
I
document
thought
reading.
I survived to spite my tormentors. But now I think I survived to spite myself. This is not a life worth saving. No life is. There are new people in the valley. I will teach them that this existence is not worth living.
All right, well, that's kind of sad. Okay, so I'm not sure if these documents are actually within this area. They would have to be because there's a long bridge to here. Actually, it's a long ride on a house to look like it has legs, I guess. So let's see, you're down there. Her role is so satisfying when it's timed right, and when it's not timed right, it's just a mess. Further down. Well, it can't be that way. There's nothing. Let's go out the main door real quick. I think is over here. Maybe that document's this way somehow. No, this takes us to... Okay. Hey, there it is. Ah. Table. Or not the table, the altar, I guess? Come on, Laura. Sometimes getting that prompt to show up is a little
Construction
tricky.
on the shrine continues. We decided to build our shrine at the top of the Vale, high in the cliffs above the river. In the lower parts of the Vale, where we quarry the stone, we constructed an aerial lift to bring cargo straight to the shrine. With all of our success thus far, I cannot ignore the ill omens. The two-headed wolf pup I found, dead in the forest, or the strange noises at night that no one can identify, and the murder, first in our new city. 2 journeymen were feared lost in a side passage collapse, but one emerged 2 days later, raving mad and covered in his companion's blood. We are no strangers to violence, but I cannot shake the feeling that we have crossed some forbidden, invisible threshold.
And then this last one. Where in the world might that be? Oh. Can't go this way. Oh, by the way, if anyone has the desire for me to wear a different outfit during any of this, just let me know. Any of them is fine. I was limiting it to only outfits that we earned in-game during the main playthrough, but now it doesn't really matter. Is there something through here? Oh, wow. I can't even tell that that's someplace I can go. Can I jump to that? Okay, before we do this, before I kill myself trying to do that, I'm going to go back to the campfire and save. Otherwise, we have to go collect all these documents again. And that is just not riveting gameplay. If you can actually jump to this document, I don't know how you would ever find it without the ability to see that. I don't think that seems like a, I don't know. How would you ever know this was here without the ability to see?
I have suspended all construction at the shrine and ordered the workers to prepare for the return trip. I should have left weeks ago, sought advice from our city's wisest. The violence increased, slowly at first, and I passed it off as raw nerves, pressure to succeed. But now it cannot be denied that something evil inhabits the Vale. It preys on our worst nature, makes us susceptible to dark suggestions. Yesterday, a young stonecutter brought me news of a scaffolding collapse that ruined much of the day's work. Before I knew what was happening, my aide had to pull me off the youth, who lay bloodied and insensible. When I washed my hands, I found a fragment of his teeth embedded in the flesh of my knuckles. I do not know myself any longer. It is time to leave.
Okay. I think that's everything up in this area. Yep. So now let's go back down. Collect the last few documents that are in the lower area. We did the challenge in this area, so that's done. This is a really, really detailed section. I pointed that out when we first played through it, but I mean, just the time and effort that went into things that A, you may never look at, B, you certainly will never play through because it's not playable space, but it's just amazing. I have to really give a hand to the environmental artists in this game. I mean, honestly, unless you're writing this kind of thing, how often do you really look up? I mean, I for one, I'm usually like, staring ahead, figuring out where my next objective is, or looking on the ground for resources or collectibles. But like, there's literally detail all over. It also makes the ride a lot quicker. Okay. The document here. Where is that? Oh. That should be easy enough. Okay. How do I get to it? Nope. If I want to get back up to there, I have to... Oh, wait. Hang on. Whoops. Can I get to it through here? I think this is another document anyway, so...
I am the last. There are others. Wraiths who haunt the Vale. But they are no longer human. They wear familiar faces, cry out for help in the voice of dead friends, but I will not believe their lies. My sword keeps them at bay, or quiets them if they will not stop screaming. I tried to lead us to safety, I did, but someone collapsed the passages leading back to the city. Once we realized there would be no escape, we turned on each other. Now, a madman with a bow is perched high above the Vale, and he brings down the message birds I sent with pleas for help. The Wraiths return, more than I can drive away. No one will survive this Vale. Perhaps it's for the best. Let these, my last words, be a warning.
That's terrifying. He's shooting down your birds as you're trying to get a warning out? Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Can we run up here? Oh. Hmm. Let's get back up to the upper right portion again. I did that wrong, didn't I? Nope, we're good. I'm pretty sure that's the right way. Yeah, okay. Oh, I just jumped to here. Oh, okay. Make it easy, why don't you?
The officer wandered out of the Vale, just as our rescue party prepared to enter. His body bore the marks of torture, a sight we knew well. The witch descended on them during the revolt, killing Seraphima along with her captors. He told us of the house that walks, of her fearsome voice. A child's story made flesh. He died the next day. Baba Yaga leaves no survivors. I wanted to go on, to bury your grandmother, but no one would enter the Vale after that. In the village, I learned to be a good man. I lived to honor her. I worked hard, but I dreamt of killing the witch every night. I might have gone years ago, had the fever not taken your mother. I stayed for you, Nadia. I am a lucky man. I lived a good life I did not deserve. A new fight is coming, but it is not mine. If I am to find revenge for Seraphima, it must be now. I go to kill the witch, to lay your grandmother to rest. I will not be coming back. Forgive me.